Hello, my name is Paula Anderson, and today we're going to be talking to one of the team members of the Pets for You, ImagineU team, John. How are you doing today, John?
I'm doing fine. How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing fine. So we want to start off by talking about collaboration. We know that ImagineU is a collaboration of students at various universities and
Right.
colleges here in the city of Memphis. So how has the experience been for you?
Yeah, just being able to talk to students from different universities. You know, when I first heard that on paper, I thought, oh, I was just gonna be like talking to random teenagers. But through this program, I've been able to talk to people in different ages, different backgrounds. Just seeing the curriculum that other students have at other universities, it's been a really transformative experience.
Okay.
Just like for me, I thought that University of Memphis was actually the only school in Memphis, but there's actually 4 other campuses. So they're learning different things and they're bringing it here, and it's just a great learning experience.
Okay, so you're a student at the University of Memphis, so tell me the schools that some of your team members attend.
Yeah, I have a co-founder. He goes to CVU. I have another one. She goes to the Memphis College of Art. So she's able to draw on her artistic experience and share with the group.
Okay, so what role do you primarily play on the team?
I'm in charge of research and operations.
Okay, so how has that been, research?
It's been great. So basically our team will come up with different ideas and being able to validate those ideas, seeing if those are actual viable options for the marketplace and for our customer segment. It's been an amazing experience.
Okay, so we know that your business model is somewhat based on community, but you know you have to generate revenue. So tell us about your revenue structure and how you're going to make money.
So the way our revenue system is set up is for adopters, they're going to pay a $38 a year fee. It's a flat fee, no subscriptions. We're just going to make it easy. For organizations, they won't have to pay anything, and the organizations include animal shelters, rescue shelters. I feel like this system that we have is making it easier for everyone. Also, the adopters are also going to get discounts and things like that as well for incentives.
Okay, so the organizations will not have to pay a fee.
No.
So why did you guys choose to not charge them anything?
Well, originally we actually were going to make them pay, but through customer discovery and talking to other investors and to Mike and Brian, we decided that would just complicate things further. Like the way that we had it on our presentation, our pitch deck, it looked like a chicken and egg problem because we had on one hand adopters and on the other hand organizations. We just wiped the slate clean and said, let's just make the adopters pay, and it's simpler. And I also feel that not making the organizations pay would give us less barriers to entry to actually implementing our system in those shelters.
Okay. So how many, I guess, pet adoptions do you guys forecast you having like on a yearly basis or maybe quarterly if that's a shorter time period?
I'm not sure about the exact number for pet adoptions, but we do hope to bring about 250 to 1,000 adopters each month for the first 18 months.
Okay. So how are you guys getting your customers?
So our main
like your channels.
Yeah, our marketing strategy. So mainly it's going to be through social media. So we're going to use platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, things like that. So like I also wanted to say, like, when people say social media, they're just like, oh, we're gonna go on social media. For us, like, we want to do how-tos, infographics, videos, customer testimonials, things like that. And I was actually talking to one of my fellow co-founders today, and one of the things you have to keep in mind as well is based off the platform, we have to tailor our approach a little bit differently. So Instagram, the average age is 18 to 24. That's 75% of users on Instagram. The average age of a Facebook user is 40 years old. So our approach might have to be...
Is that really?
It is. And that means our approach is going to have to be a little bit different. So
So you guys said that you want millennials to really be the ones to adopt a pet. So Instagram is going to be your primary platform.
And so for Facebook, most of the organizations that take care of pets, that rescue shelters and stuff, they're on Facebook. So we're going to have to tailor a little bit different for that. But most of our adopters we're getting the money from will be on Instagram.
So what about Snapchat as a platform?
Like, to be honest, we haven't really looked into Snapchat. I don't know how that would look, but it's interesting.
Okay, especially since it reaches the target market.
Right.
Okay. So let's talk a little about diversity. So ImagineU is a team effort where you have different personalities, you have different cultures. So how has the blending of that been for you, coming from a school that is, I would say, a predominantly white institution.
It is. For me, one of the first things that I noticed was how diverse this program was. There were, we have blacks, whites, Asians. We have the whole spectrum. And for me as a mechanical engineering major, I found it really interesting that there weren't any other engineers. We have communications majors, we have human resource analysts, we have MBA students, we have people going to med school. Like, the backgrounds are very diverse. So me as an engineer, I think like an engineer. I think very systems, logical based. I have an artist in my team. She thinks more creatively. I have people person type, PR type people. So they think differently. So I think it's not just diversity about skin color. It's diversity of age. We have a 50-year-old in this program. We have a 45-year-old. We have an 18-year-old. So it's amazing.
Okay. So you have a science and math brain.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so your business model is kind of like not in that area at all. So how has that transition been, because your thinking is like exact?
Yeah, so for this, we're pet based, adoption based. We want to make sure that people connect to the right pet, perfect match and all that. But through this, I've also seen that I can use my engineering approach for operations, for organizational development, for software development. We're able to have a good structure, and then from that structure, we're able to create something new for the community. So I've been able to use that.
Okay. Yeah. So the software system that you guys plan to use, is it something that you're going to have to develop, or is it something existing that meets your needs?
A little bit of both. Like the storage system for our pets' information, there's stuff already out there for that, but some of the algorithms we might have to tweak a little bit. So me and one of my co-founders, Isaiah, and some more software developers, we'll definitely work on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So coming into this program, had you pursued entrepreneurship before?
No, ma'am, I had not.
Okay. So what made you want to be a part of the program?
I originally saw Brian's message on LinkedIn, and I thought, summer program, 12 weeks, like I'm not really doing anything. And my dad, he's actually an entrepreneur. I wasn't really as interested, and before I thought entrepreneurship was just about making money.
Right.
But through this 12-week period, I've seen that we're not money driven, we're impact driven. So this is something I'm passionate about as well. I used to have pets, and just seeing the treatment of pets in animal shelters, like some shelters are strictly kill shelters, and some are case-by-case basis. We want to eliminate those killings, unnecessary killings of animals. I'm very passionate.
So, I know what killing is. So why are they called kill shelters?
Because so some shelters actually don't euthanize, and they'll actually ship the animals that are deemed unfit to live, which is it's a euphemism. They'll ship those out to kill shelters, and they perform the euthanizations.
Okay.
It's sad, and statistically 80% of pets in the United States that get put down are actually healthy. They just don't get adopted. So we want to create a platform for them to actually get adopted and get into a good home.
Okay, so what about using like maybe seniors, somebody like that who actually needs a companion?
Right.
With them, as opposed to, because when you're a millennial, of course, if you have a lot going on, then that can be a distraction for you.
Yes,
so have you guys thought about that target audience?
Yeah, we've actually looked into